Do the Saints tank at this point? Do you tank for Travis Hunter? What do you do? Do you crumble for Cam Ward? I mean, seriously, let's ask this question. And that's how you know Saints fans are down bad when you're actually considering tanking, like the Jets did before, or like the Patriots could have, or like the Panthers, or like the Bengals. I will never root for my team to lose, / rarely have I ever done so. But I almost want to go and lose to the Panthers. So you can lose to the worst team in the league. I mean, when you look at the schedule for the rest of the year, you've got no, you don't. You've got the Panthers. I hope they lose that game, make the winning streak longer, make it look worse on Dennis Allen because it's just another inexcusable loss. You're going to lose to Atlanta. The revenge game against the Browns at home, you're probably going to crumble under that pressure to Jameis because you're against two-time coach of the year. Sean McVay's probably going to outcoach you at home when you play the Rams. Maybe you'll beat the Giants. You're going to lose to the Commanders. You're going to lose to the Packers. You might squeak by the Raiders, and you're going to lose to the Bucs. This Saints team is not winning any more than 5 to 6 football games this year. That hurts deeply to my core to say. But here's why I believe the Saints should tank. Because I saw someone say it, and this is what's happened year in and year out. I don't want to go on a losing streak. I don't want to get to a bottom point of a season where Dennis Allen shows us, like he's continually showed us, that he cannot coach, then go on some meaningless middle of the year, end of the year win streak, to still miss the playoffs, still be mediocre, but now you're landing in the middle of the draft where all of those real elite top 10, top 12, top 15 picks are gone. Because I want to draft a quarterback this year. I know the Saints have only done it one time. But even if the Saints do tank, can we trust this damn front office with a high draft pick? I don't know. When you look at guys like Isaiah Foskey, Peyton Turner, Nick Saldiveri, bust. Outside of Brian Bresee and maybe Kool-Aid McKinstry, now that Paulson Adebo's gone, I don't know, man. Because just don't know if we can trust this front office with a high draft pick. I would love to believe that they could do it. Don't get me wrong. I would love to believe that this front office could make a good selection with the high draft pick. But if we passed up on a for sure quarterback that is looking us in the face, I know we need offensive tackle. We need a slew of everything. But like we've always said, I tell you what, you get the quarterback right, you can miss on a couple positions. Just a couple, not a lot, just a couple. But then in the same breath, do I want to pick a quarterback high enough to let Mickey Loomis and, to let Dumb and Dumber and Loomis and Allen mentor this guy, give this guy leadership? That feels like a resounding no. So it's like the Saints are damned if they do, damned if they don't. Do you tank to get a higher draft pick to put it in the hands of a Dennis Allen and a Mickey Loomis? Or do you continue doing the same shit you've done for the last couple of years and end up with the 15th to the 22nd pick in the first round and you end up taking a damn nose tackle or guard? Which, again, we need offensive line. You got to build from the inside out. But with this year's quarterback class, do you crumble for Cam Ward? I don't think you should tank for Travis Hunter, but just making a joke there because we've seen Travis Hunter at number 1 on plenty of draft boards, maybe going to the Patriots. I don't know. I'll just leave y'all with this. The Saints have almost officially reverted back to the Aints. You're on a 6-game losing streak, which is the longest in 19 years since the Katrina year. One of the worst Saints seasons in franchise history. You've done what you've done with the offense. You've done what you've done with the defense. I don't know how a fan could sit here caring about the future of the team and not want to potentially tank for a higher draft pick. And I just want y'all to know, in over my 20 years of watching this team and watching this sport, I have never once said we need to tank for a high draft pick. Because in a way, I've never felt like it's been that damn bad. But when you have the expectations that you do from the Breeze and Payton era and the ways that you ran through the league from '06 to 21, it's going to be hard to just kind of forget that. We just don't shake off a winner's mentality and embrace an elite loser like Dennis Allen.